Have you ever heard of Rhinegraves? One of the most extravagant and short-lived fashion trends in history. Rhinegraves were wide, heavily decorated loose breeches worn by men, also known as petticoat breeches, because of their resemblance to women's petticoats, usually fastened above the knee and trimmed with ribbons and lace ruffles. They looked more like skirts than trousers, some reaching mid-calf. They were usually worn with a short, waist-length doublet, often open at the front, to reveal the shirt beneath. Sleeves, trimmed with ribbons, or open at the cuff, rarely reached the elbow, leaving the forefront dramatically exposed. Wigs or long, natural hair, along with high-heeled shoes, completed the ensemble, essential elements of fashionable male dress. They were thought to be named after Karl Florentine, Count of Rhine, also known as Rhinegrave, who visited the court of Louis XIV around 1660 and caused a sensation with his skirt-like trousers. Though this is disputed, Louis XIV is depicted wearing Rhinegraves in portraits that predate Karl Florentine's visit. The style has already been popular in Holland since around 1650, before it reached France, and from there it was adopted throughout Europe. In England, Rhinegraves were fashionable only briefly, from around 1660 to 1666. Even King Charles II wore them before quickly abandoning the style. At French court, they remained in fashion into the 1680s. They were notoriously expensive. Yards of ribbons and luxurious fabrics were needed, and courtiers strained themselves financially to keep up. They were even awkward to walk in, requiring slow steps, legs apart, to avoid tripping. As Louis XIV aged and fashion changed, Rhinegraves gave way to slimmer three-piece suits, whose long, narrow coats could no longer accommodate such wide breeches. Though some attempted to retain them, they were soon replaced altogether by narrower styles. Rhinegraves were met with derision by many, considered excessively feminine, despite kings and courtiers across Europe adopting them. After disappearing from fashion, they survived mainly on a stage as theatrical costume. And yet echoes remain. Augustus II, ruler of Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, is said to have worn a Rhinegrave-inspired costume at his son's wedding in 1719, decades after the style has vanished from European courts, as a deliberate tribute to Louis XIV and his legendary court.